What's good with it, y'all? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Man, y'all already know what to do. Smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new. Let's get to it, man. So my apologies, y'all. I missed my Friday live, my normally scheduled Friday live, which is 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. My babies is sick, man. So obviously daddy duty's called, man. 3-year-old and 2-year-old. Y'all know how if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about, man. But they sick, so I'm gonna get a quick premiere on some of the things I wanted to definitely talk about, and then what I'm saying, we just gonna make a little Friday cook and talk about a few other things at the same time, man. So first, right off the bat, man, congrats to the Mavs. Obviously, if y'all watched my reaction video, if you haven't, go check that out to that Mavs and Wolves series. Hell of a series from a standpoint of seeing how there's still levels to this. What do I mean by that is you got a team that has two of the best closers in the game today and could be potentially of all time as well. A lot of people might have something to say about that. Again, it's a personal opinion, it's argumentative, whatever you want to call it. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm here for it. Each and every conversation. I don't turn down nothing. I want all of it. You know what I mean? So again, and Kyrie and Luka, hell of a performance all series long by them two, man. In the closeout game, where their stars led the way, more specifically right out the gate, Luka he jumped out and jumped on the Wolves, man, and it was all she wrote from that point, man. The Wolves didn't get no closer than 17 points. Once the Mavs got it above 15, they never looked back. There was no in danger of losing this game or anything like that. They came out focused. They didn't play no games with this team, and they got them up out of there. I mean, you got to think about it. Both Luka and Kyrie dropped 36 apiece, 72 points. Wild thing is, they did the exact same thing. I forgot which game specifically, but they both had 33 apiece. It's no coincidence. They the two scorers and leaders of this team. Everybody else plays off of them. When they have their two rim running bigs, that's a lob threat. They hard to beat, man. They locked in, they focused. They are extremely hard team to beat, and we saw that again. And I started this conversation off by saying there's levels to it. Meaning, when we saw the Wolves, how did they look? They looked gassed. Meaning, in Game 4, they came out, and I told y'all in my reaction video to Game 4, they came out, played their absolute hearts out. And the key component and message that stood out to me was when I heard them kept saying, we just didn't want to get swept. That told me that they put everything into Game 4, and whatever happens after that, they'll live with it. That's a bad attitude to have. Anthony Edwards, I love his attitude. His attitude was, I told Michael Parsons, you wear a size 14 of those AE1s, I'll bring you a pair of them back for Game 6 because we're coming back to Dallas. Love that young man's energy, that young man's attitude, his competitive nature, all of it. He with all the smoke. The only thing is, he with all the smoke by himself. And y'all got to excuse me, I'm sweating. I just got through getting a quick little 3-mile run in, man, in this 100-degree weather. So y'all got to pardon me. I'm a little sweaty, a little out of breath. Still have my cool down walk, but hey, it's still hot. So y'all got to pardon me. But needless to say, again, he was by him lonesome. You know what I mean? It was a one-man show. Karl-Anthony Towns kind of showcased and showed that he hasn't made no type of adjustments to his game as showing that he's gotten better. I hate to say it, I'm not picking on Karl-Anthony Towns, but I didn't see any element in his game that has shown me that he has matured or he's taking that next level. He's taking that next step. I didn't see nothing. He's always been able to shoot it, you know what I'm saying, pretty well, attack the rim, you know what I'm saying, when the lane is there. But outside of that, man, it's like there ain't nothing else he does. He has no other effect on the game. He's emotionally fragile. I'm not going to call him emotionally weak, emotionally fragile, meaning you can get in his head easy. And once you do that, you can pretty much take him up out of the game. And the Mavs did that. Actually, the Mavs tried to force him to beat them because they knew he wasn't a good decision maker with the ball, and they knew his overall game is limited. They knew that. Anthony Edwards is the one person that you can't allow to get going, getting everyone else involved. And how many? I mean, we saw what? Maybe two or three showcase or Showtime dunks from Anthony Edwards in this series. You know what I mean? Like they understood the magnitude of if he gets one of them dunks going, it's gonna get the team going, it's gonna get the fans going. Things none of them they didn't allow none of that to happen. He got, like I said, he got a couple of memorable dunks in this series, more specifically in Game 4, when that clearly ignited the team. But on the other side of that coin, the Mavs played their worst game, and they still had an opportunity to win that game. Like that was the thing that I pointed out to a few people when I was talking to them about this. I'm like, if you look at Game 4, Wolves probably played their best game they done had all series long. but the Mavs was right there to win, and the Mavs played their worst game. That's not a good mix. And we saw that in Game 5, how the Mavs came out absolutely laser focused, and we saw what happened. So shout out to the Mavs going back to the finals. They looking to, what I'm saying, copy what the 2011 Mavs did, which was what? Knock off a team that was like that team, the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, D Wade, Bosh. It was that team that the Mavs, Dirk and them boys knocked off. And more specifically, Jason Kidd was on that team as well. So you got a championship pedigree coach. You got a champion in Kyrie. You got Luka Doncic, who's been playing against grown men since a teenager in a professional league, might I say. And this team, they're peaking at the right time. They're definitely peaking at the right time. Both stars are healthy. On the flip side of that, the Celtics, and again, we're transitioning talking about the finals. Yes, the Celtics. Porzingis is the key, absolute key to this series. If they have Porzingis out there, the Celtics should be favored. If Porzingis is not out there, this is absolutely a 50-50 or maybe a 55-45 type of thing where if Porzingis is playing, it's more favorable to the Celtics. If he's not playing, it's favorable to the Mavs. Both teams have two dynamic stars that can absolutely go out there and put on a show. They can go tit for tat. We got Tatum and Brown versus, Kyrie and Luka. They can go point for point for sure. But the only thing is, will the other step up? We know Jrue Holiday, who is a champion himself, who has that same confidence as a champion that's there. Will that be a dividing or a difference maker? We got Derek White, again, another champion. Will that be a difference maker? That's where it's going to hold fast of, can the Mavs others, meaning Tim Hardaway Jr., Derek Jones Jr., Washington, like, can they step up huge when the Mavs need them most to keep up with the others of the Celtics scoring, with that depth that the Celtics have? We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a hell of a series. I'm extremely excited about this particular matchup because I feel that they're really equal in that. The only thing is, if Porzingis isn't playing, Al Horford's going to have his handful. What they got, two rim running bigs that are more athletic than Al Horford, quicker and younger. Al Horford can definitely, he's a stretch big. So that's going to help them out a lot. But as a stretch big too, like, he's going to have to be knocking down those shots. If he's not knocking down those shots, it's going to be tough. It's going to be absolutely tough. They protect the rim and they rim run. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious to see how this matchup turns out, whose strategy works best, what player shows up more. I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to have a bigger chip on their shoulder because they want to get some get back for Kyrie, because they feel like the Celtics kind of did him dirty. And if you're a Celtics fan, you saying, what the hell? We didn't do nothing to him. He was the one that was stomping on the Lucky Charm, you know what I'm saying, on the logo. The logo, excuse me, y'all. He was stomping on the logo, or he told us, if y'all have me back, I'm willing to come back. All the things that transpired in history. So the Celtics fans feel like he betrayed them. But the Mavericks feel like they betrayed him. You know what I mean? So the Mavericks are going to want to get some get back. Kyrie personally, his competitive side of things, he going to want to get after it badly. So Jrue Holiday, he going to have his hands full. Derek White, same man, he going to have his hands full. But I feel like they're going to have Jrue guarding Kyrie the entire time. Because Kyrie's going to cook Derek White. I hate to say it to y'all. Derek White he's a good defender in his own right, but he's going to cook Derek White. Jrue Holiday, he's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. If Jrue Holiday gets in foul trouble, Derek White's getting cooked, and they try and put Jaylen Brown or Tatum. I think it'll be Jaylen Brown more likely because he's a better defender than Tatum. If they put him on Kyrie, Luka's going to be going at Tatum because I'm pretty sure they're going to have Tatum guarding him, and they're gonna look to try and get them in foul trouble. Me personally, that's what I assume, and that's what I think. But on the flip side of that, Kyrie and Luka gonna have to play some defense as well. It ain't gonna be no and again, in this series specifically, the Mavs and the Wolves, they did lock their defense much better. But Tatum and Brown are totally different beasts than what you have that the Wolves represented. The Wolves only represented one true threat, and that was Anthony Edwards. The Celtics, they got multiple. So I cannot wait, man. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. But yeah, man. So we're gonna have a hell of a finals on our hand. If y'all not sure if y'all should tune in or not, I'm telling y'all, tune in. Watch it, please. You will not be disappointed. I would be hard pressed if this series ended in 6. unless some major injuries happen or something like that, this probably is going to go 7. This is going to be a knockout, drag out fight. I'd be surprised if any team 4-1 a different team, or you know what I mean. I'd be shocked if it go less than 6. I would be absolutely shocked, and that's just me being honest with y'all, man. Excuse me, y'all. Got to stay hydrated, man. Like I said, it's over 100 degrees where I'm at right now in Cali, so definitely gotta keep that H2O going, man. But I'd be shocked if it go less than 6. So I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait. I'll definitely, y'all keep an eye out too. I'll be dropping a preview to the actual series along with the prediction as well. So y'all keep an eye out for that. So y'all can get that, man, because we definitely gonna be cooking up some. For sure, I'm gonna be doing some live play-by-plays on these finals as well. So y'all keep an eye out for that. Other topic I wanted to talk about too, man. They talking about LeBron, Rich Paul saying that LeBron's gonna be a free agent this offseason. What does that mean for the Lakers? Me personally, because I am a diehard Lakers fan, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn whatsoever if LeBron is a free agent or not. It means absolutely nothing to me at all. My only thing is, the only thing I want to see is what are the Lakers going to do to fill that void if he leaves? What pieces can they plug in with AD and the rest of the boys? What can get us, what can bring us back to starting where we have a great opportunity to making a deep playoff run and contending for a championship? That's the only thing I care about. What pickups can we make happen? As far as LeBron, he can do whatever he wants, man. LeBron, 120 years old. He on his way out the door. Still one of the best players in the league at his advanced age. Still can ball with the best of them. Like I said, it's a matter of who can we get to fill that void, or who can step up in that point of him if he's transitioning out. Where is he going to go? I don't know, and I don't care. But for the LeBron fans that said he should go back to Cleveland, as everything's lined up for him with Darius Garland as a shifty guard. A lot, I won't say a lot. Some people may say similar to Kyrie, meaning a shiftiness in his ability to score. You got Donovan Mitchell there, again, another scorer where he can play. LeBron can play off the ball. You got Mobley as a rim running big. You got Jared Allen, who is a rim protector. You got Karis LeVert coming off the bench. You got shooters and Max Strus, and I forgot the other young man's name they have as a shooter there. So you got some stuff there. Now, is it a championship contending team if LeBron goes there? It's a nail biter. I won't say quite possible, but anything can happen. We all know when LeBron goes to a team, there's a shakeup that's going to be made. Somebody coming or somebody leaving, or both is happening simultaneously. Other people were saying, LeBron could return to Miami. Somebody else is saying LeBron could go to the Sixers. Like the pool is wide open. Any team LeBron wants to go to, they're going to accept him with wide open arms. Hell, he could go to the Warriors, even though he was a Warrior killer for some years. You know what I'm saying? He made history. Him and Kyrie made history beating that team, and then that team went and got KD and absolutely tilted the odds in their favor every year they was healthy. So could he go to the Warriors? Absolutely. A lot of people were saying, depending on what team drafts Bronny, that's where LeBron gonna go, right? And I think that's a terrible decision to make if LeBron does that. Meaning, because if y'all ain't paid attention, Bronny has never said he wants to play with LeBron. LeBron has said he wants to play with Bronny. Bronny just want to make his name on his own accord and show that he's his own man. That's what he wants to do. LeBron is the one that's in hot pursuit of playing with him. It's not the other way around. You know what I mean? So we got to wait and see. I'm curious from a standpoint of seeing where he goes and what changes that happen. Or could he just be saying here, free agent, looking to free up some cap space to bring in another piece to the Lakers that could put them one step closer to winning a chip? All cards are on the table for LeBron. LeBron has the ability to do whatever he wants in this specific situation. He has absolutely made enough money, but there is no such thing as enough money. Obviously, creating multiple generational wealth for his family. Shout out to them for doing that. It's just a matter of what he wants to do. What's fun to him? What gives him the best opportunity to win a championship in this forever, fast closing window of time for him. Father Time undefeated. Everybody know that. But right now, Father Time got a couple black eyes and a busted lip because LeBron doing some work on his ass. So we gotta wait and see what he decided to do, what avenue, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna pursue or what team. And then I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. Honestly. Very curious. Um, as far as the Lakers coaching search, I'm not surprised they having issues finding a coach. But again, LeBron going into free agency, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help in your coaching search. But on the flip side of that, it could help. Why do I say that? Because everybody know any team LeBron's on, that locker room belongs to him. Outside of the Miami Heat, any team LeBron is on, that locker room belongs to him. So when a coach is there, it's still what LeBron say. If he don't endorse that coach, guess what? That coach don't have the locker room. They're gonna listen to LeBron before they listen to the coach. So in this case and situation, if LeBron is gone, that probably will make filling that the head coaching job a lot easier because a lot of coaches might be willing to go in there and see what they can put together. And you still got AD. You got Austin Reeves. D'Angelo Russell's still there. Hachimaru's still there. Who else? You still got young players. It's not a championship contending team, but you still got some players that can make some noise. It's just a matter of, again, like I said, how LeBron's decision is going to hinge a lot on what coach lands that position. Plain and simple. Ty Lue getting his thing. I already did a video on that. Y'all go check that out if you haven't already. Ty Lue, re-upping with them. I explained it in the video. Shout out to Ty Lue. I see the angle. I see the move he doing. Shout out to him. Coach Budenholzer with the Suns. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Now, my other one I was saying, what are the Sixers gonna do? What are the Sixers gonna do? Joel, they've been trusting the process, and every time it comes time to them to show up and do something, Joel gets hurt or they lose. It's gonna happen every time. What are they going to do to get that man the proper help? Or will Philly give Joel Embiid the same attention or the same type of respect that the Minnesota Timberwolves gave Kevin Garnett? And what do I mean by that? They said, KG, we've done everything and anything possible we can to get you into a position to compete for a championship, and we failed you every step of the way. Go where you would like. They gave the good graces. That fan base is loyal to KG because he gave them everything that he had. He went to Boston and he won a chip. That fan base in Minnesota celebrated as if they won a championship because they knew how hard and how dedicated KG was to them. Will the 76ers do the same thing with Joel Embiid? Meaning, we're going to send you somewhere that's going to give you an opportunity to win a chip. Because here, it's not looking too good. We haven't been able to get you over the hump. We've trusted the process, and you've given us everything and then some. And you out here playing with 50% of your body or your face working, meaning he had a particular sort of medical issue where half of his face, the muscles, wasn't functioning correctly. I can't remember. It was like Mel palsy or it was something palsy. I can't remember exactly what he had. But y'all go look. If you don't believe me, go look. 50% of his face wasn't functioning correctly. But he's still out there putting up historic numbers and playing through it. So y'all go check that out, man. Is it the most that Joel could have done in the case and situation for this team? Yes. Is it time to potentially say, all right, we might have to move on and see what pieces we can get for you and hope we can do something. People might be saying, A1, you have lost your damn mind. Tyrese Maxey is just coming into his own. You got Kelly Oubre. You got to get rid of Harris because Tobias Harris ain't did absolutely nothing for them. You got to get rid of him. And they thinking that Maxey and Embiid would be enough to make something happen. I'm going to tell y'all, you're wrong. It's not enough. It's not enough at all. But with the right piece coming there or something, anything's possible. Anything's possible. So y'all got to wait. We're going to wait and see what Philly decides to do. It's going to be some interesting decisions being made in this offseason. I can tell y'all that. Very interesting decisions to be made by players, man. And I tell y'all this as well. If the Celtics win a championship and Drew Holiday is a hinging or prevalent reason as to why the Celtics win, It's gonna be a lot of Bucks fan out here punching the air. They're gonna be swinging at the air like a they're gonna be punching the air and biting the hell out their lip at being pissed off at the Bucks organization for letting him go. My only caveat to that I tell the Bucks fans, even if Drew Holiday was there, would that have changed anything as far as Giannis and the injuries that he had? Because y'all got to remember, them injuries is something that's out of a player's is out of their control. Giannis, would it have taken Giannis off the ball a little bit more? Would it have changed the playing style of the Bucks? Maybe. Could it help avoid that injury? We don't know. But one thing we can know for sure is that he did get injured, and it just wasn't the year of the Bucks. So you can't blame Dame. You can't blame Drew Holiday. It just wasn't that year. Without Giannis, they're a totally different team. If it was a one-man show, you would rather have Dame there than have Drew Holiday there, because Dame puts up points in a hurry, and we've seen him do it from a standpoint of leading the team or single-handedly winning you a game. We've seen that. I don't think Drew Holiday has that ability to single-handedly win you a game from his scoring prowess or anything like that. I don't think so. Not at this stage. I don't think he can. He can't. Now, Drew Holiday can give you some buckets, but he's not giving you no Dame Lillard type buckets. So with that, y'all hold fast, man. Y'all hold fast. I think the Bucks gonna be real dangerous next year. Real dangerous. Y'all keep an eye out for them, especially if they stay healthy. Real dangerous, man. But all of this, man, it's the NBA this year has been very interesting. You got two new teams, two new faces in the final. Yes, we know the Celtics are going back, and this time around they're looking to not fall short. Again, every time they've gotten, the two times in the recent years they've made it, they fell short, flat on their face, or they got eliminated before they got to the finals. So it's about time that Tatum has a breakthrough and win him a chip. I'll tell you all that. It's about time, because if Tatum does not win a championship, you might as well put him in the same category as Tracy McGrady, minus the injuries. And people are like, what do you mean? T-Mac was a walking bucket that could do everything except for win a championship. T-Mac could do everything. Hell of a defender, better offensive player, passer, score. Like, T-Mac had the total package. Tatum is in that same boat of being able to do everything. If he don't win a championship, you might have to put that young man in the exact same tier as Tracy McGrady. If he does not win a championship over the entirety of his career, I'll say that much, over the entirety of his career. But hell of a player. The only reason I don't have that same kind of thing for Jaylen Brown, they don't give Jaylen Brown that same kind of national push and saying that he's one of those top tier type of players as Tatum. I don't know, for whatever reason, he just don't get it. Marketability, maybe because Jason Tatum signed with Jordan. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Tatum gets more of that star push than Jaylen Brown does. Maybe it's because Tatum doesn't go out on a limb and isn't into like social injustices and speaking out as much as Jaylen Brown. Y'all know how they don't like that. Let's not go down that rabbit hole of that thing. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason why the machine or certain machines don't back. You know what I'm saying? There's not a battery in Jaylen Brown's back because he's too outspoken. He speaks up too much. He speaks about the things he believes that are wrong. He speaks about the injustices happen. He speaks about those type of things. Jason Tatum, for the most part, he's kind of quiet on those things. He's very, he'll give a whisper or two as far as how he feel about it. But Jaylen Brown, nah, he outspoken. He right there in the forefront, letting it be heard and voicing his opinion on how he feel about it. So maybe that's the thing. Don't know. But I know for sure Tatum is pushed way more than Jaylen Brown. So I'm giving that energy to Jason Tatum by saying that if he don't win it, he going to be dropped in that same category. And y'all, let me throw this at you. If the Celtics don't win it, would it be time to go ahead and break up this dynamic duo? Because you've had how many years now where it just has been unsuccessful in yielding a championship, but they done went back they've been in the finals a few times now. Would it be time for them to say, okay, this experiment hasn't worked? You can't say you rather, make that change early. Would it be time to say this experiment didn't work if they don't win a championship? Another conversation to be had, man. Another conversation to be had. And again, this is a premiere, so I'm right here in the chat with y'all. So I'll be responding to each and every one of y'all on these topics, man. But I'm going to say the rest that I got. Now, again, just a slight cook on some of the things I was thinking, some of the things I was going through my mind. I wanted to top it up with y'all and talk about, man. But again, like I said, my babies is sick, so Daddy duties is first. Everything else after that, man, it fall in line where it fall in line. So I got to make sure the little ones are straight, make sure that they good, man, and that's my focus. But that's all we got, man. That's all we got. I hope y'all enjoy the cook. I hope y'all enjoy this conversations. I hope again y'all engaging in that chat. It's just, if it's your first time, absolutely do not make it your last time, man. We cook up on these things. Again, I go live every single Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, every single Friday. So we got new topics. We talk about different things. We talk about anything that comes up. Very, you know what I'm saying, very shifty and willing to shift lanes at any point in time in conversations, because I feel like I'm a jack of all trades and it come to sports conversations, not only just basketball, talk boxing, MMA, football. Only thing you might get my ass in is MLB and hockey. You might get me in them two things because I don't follow them at all. So I easily serve myself up on the platter to be cooked on that, because I don't know much of anything about that. So I'm happy to be educated on that by anybody that's willing to do it. But again, man, that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. Smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section if you're catching the replay. If you're catching the actual, again, the premiere of this, I appreciate you tapping in and being here. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you being here this far. If you want to support the channel, y'all already know what it is, man. The information right there for you is right there for you. It's in the description of the video. Feel free to leave a super thanks. If you don't know what that is, hit that thumbs up. Look 4 icons over to the right. It'll say thanks. Click that, follow the instructions. You can support the grind that way. And again, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through and tapping in for me on this premiere, man. We wanted to cook up a few things, and we did just that. More to come. Like I said, man, my apologies. Babies are sick. I got to get to them. So again, I appreciate y'all coming through, and I'll be back at y'all to another one. We out of here, man. Y'all be easy. We out.